Yeah, I'm originally from Jamaica. I mean, I do consider myself to be Jamaican. I was born and grown in Jamaica. I left Jamaica in 98 for grad school in Boulder, Colorado. So it was a big transition. That was the first time I got on a plane. So I teach introductory economics, principles of micro. So I don't do much macroeconomics. I do micro. I teach government, public economics, some economic statistics. All right, so the core of economics is a social science that studies scarcity. So we study how we use limited resources to satisfy our unlimited needs. So we have limited time, we have limited income, we have limited resources. And as a result of that, we have to make choices. So at the core of economics, that's what we do. So how do you make your choice to work or to go to school? How does the government make choice between building roads or building schools? And so economics evaluate those decisions. And so anywhere there is scarcity, economics can be applied to it. I think it's critical. I mean, it's critical in the sense, and research has shown it. I mean, the more diversity you have in a room, the more diverse voices, opinions you have in terms of people working on events, then the group tend to be more productive. It tends to be more innovative. So if we're looking for the best of outcome, diversity is one way to get there. And certainly it's also important from the point of view of just building resources. I mean, because even in the STEM field, I mean, there are not a lot of females. And when you look at the population of the US, I mean, if half of your population is female and you're only choosing from men, then what are you doing? You're limiting your labor force. So in order to expand your labor force, and if you take the United States of America, where there is, I mean, noticeably a shortage of people in the STEM field. I mean, one way to address the problem of shortage is to diversify, is to get other people who are not necessarily attracted, who are not traditionally in this era to be attracted to. I mean, to say, hey, this is something I can do. So it's a way to expand your resources and to economics again, to meet the shortage of people who are working in this field, because you're drawing from a broader section of the society. And I think also it's a way to motivate the next generation. I mean, people tend to aspire to things that they are used to. I mean, I went to a boys' school in Jamaica. The school I went to was a boys' school, and it was, I mean, we would have career day, and it was one of the persons who spoke of the career day was somebody was talking about nursing, and that was helpful because as a boy, you're not thinking that nursing is something for men. And so when you have people in the field who model it to other individuals, then it attracts them. So diversity, if you have more diverse people in STEM, then it will encourage the younger generation from different section of society to say, hey, there is somebody who looks like me who's doing this, then it means that I can do it as well. So I think those are definitely some of the benefits of diversity. I mean, it improves productivity. It moves away from homogeneous outcomes, which we don't want because we live in a diverse world. And it expands the resources that we have and helps to motivate the next set of scientists, for want of a better word. I mean, so people have asked me, what would be your solution to some of the issues of racism? I'm like, just put people together, put them all in the same room. I mean, and I do this in my classroom. I mean, because I talk about the principles class that I teach. I mean, one of the projects that they have is that they have to write a paper. And because the class is big, usually 60 people, I'm not reading 60 assignments at the end of the semester, 60 papers. So I'll put them in groups. So at the end of the semester, I mean, they realize that they're working together. So it's just those simple things that people don't take notice of. And probably because I'm from a different culture, it's easy for me to see that. And I was like, no, don't do that. I mean, you're all students in the same class with the same aspirations. See each other as human beings and try to understand the perspective